Court! Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big deal? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off in my run-in with a stun gun yesterday. Today's the last day of the trial. Good luck. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. Hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. But what are you doing? I developed electric powers. I just thought I'd cheer him up with a pat on the back. Maybe you should go outside and discharge. That's not how. This isn't how stun guns work. You don't become a human battery. How does this work? Stop! It's not how electricity works! Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. Gumshoe is here. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Gumshoe. You must be tired. In Japanifornia? This is San Fran, Tokyo. Okay, new San Fran, Tokyo. Actually, after that shock I gotten on the way in, I feel pretty good. Has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Defense is ready. Prosecution is ready. Right. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense attorney, however, the caretaker was yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness is not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Oh. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. I figure I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. You're Yanni Yogi. I'm gonna prove it. What do I got? All right. Oh, I still have the file in the DL6 incident. Trapped in elevator. One bullet in the heart. Murder weapon was fired twice. Bailiff trapped in elevator. Memory lost due to oxygen. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Huh. Polly. Food. Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. You only have them in the big pet shop downtown. You weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost. The witness has trouble remembering things. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Then how can you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly he has no memory of who he is. It's a shame that we don't have any blood, dental, fingerprint records to possibly find out who this mystery man is. I mean, if you don't remember your name, you're basically nobody in the face of the court. It's impossible to figure out somebody's name if they don't remember it. It's impossible. No one's ever gonna figure out somebody's name. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them. Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. You can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? You've been saying the same thing over and over now. You've been calling the witness's memory in the past into question. Does that really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are false. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who the witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho ho, now this is interesting. You would like to know myself. Who is he? Tell us. Should have answered Edgeworth. Your name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. Why is everyone called? Does no one have an easier name for this? Everyone just calls it DL6 incident. I figured the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? Blood, dental, fingerprints. Shit, dude. Allow me to repeat. Memory has lost its memory. If you don't remember who you are, you're basically dead to the world. How are you gonna prove he's Yanni Yogi? Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Yeah. I am very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. The witness has no fingerprints. Okay, blood, dental. Before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working up with the stuff. Nani? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, the witness has no fingerprints. I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity. Dental records? Seems that the case has been decided. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. Can't let it end like this. There's another way. How about Polly? What are we gonna do? What do I do? Mr. Wright? Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot? Yeah, actually that would be very useful. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Exactly. I would like to cross-examine the parrot! Yeah! Polly want to point out the murderer? Polly want to murder? Wait a second. You're the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot Von Karma? I have a right to do as you suggested. Huh. Well, you're so desperate, and please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this. Nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. This is America. Or Japan or something. Yeah, fuck yeah! I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. This is kangaroo court! Bring in the parrot. I still love that this bird is like part macaw, part cockatoo. It's macaque. Name. The witness is ignoring me. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Polly, who's your owner? Polly, who's daddy? Hello, hello! Nice. I think I know the contradiction here. Good point, good point. What happens when you press? Witness. I want you to Polly, want to testify? Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, Polly, what's your name? Polly, Polly. All right. Of course. Yes, it does. You claim the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. No, I got this. I got this. I got this. Yeah, I got this. I got this. DL6 case file? Fuck you. Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well. Show us the page. Wow, okay. I mean, I assume this is page 3? This page has all the information on Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. Indeed, it does say that. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins! Leroy! He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see, I guess that's possible. A mere coincidence. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Is your granddaughter's name Jean Grey? Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? Is she over 18 and is she hot? Because depending on the answer to those 2 questions, my answer might change. Oh, fuck, no! No! Cancel! Cancel! Back out! Back out! No! No! No, 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 no. Oh no. Where am I gonna find that? Nick, we're getting closer. Very well, you may continue. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. Hold it. Have you forgotten something? Squawk! Don't forget the L6! If I can get Polly to say I hear. Polly, have we forgotten something? Ah, shit, Polly. Polly! Oh, no. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait, don't tell me Von Karma expected this. Could have retrained a parrot, could he? Did he retrain her not to forget? Not respond when he asked if you forgot anything? Present. Can the parrot read? This isn't gonna help. Alright. 1, 2, 2, 6. Just, 1, 2. Oh, that would have been a... Oh... 1, 2, 2, 6. Was this brought to court on the 28th? Yes. Actually, it does. DL6. DL6 case? It's alright. Case summary. It's on a case summary page. The date. What is today's date? 15 years ago. Oh, 1228. Ah, fuck. I just got the number wrong. I'm just stupid. He used the date of DL6 incident as the number of his safe. That's how important the date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah. It's not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 0001. Von Karma. Von Karma, I need to take a break real quick. Go down to the local ATM. What's up, Lynx? How you doing, dude? I need to verify this, Von Karma. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. True, that's a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time means more like a pattern to me. Nani? Summon the caretaker from the boat shop immediately. He's gone again! Witness, tell us your name. Wait, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. He looks totally different. This is the real Yogi. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity for 15 years. Please, state your name to the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Nice. Yanni Yogi. So it's you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, that was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak of that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth himself? Dun, dun, dun. Where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. Saw no room for error in his confession. Then, the defendant Miles Edgeworth is not guilty. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion on this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? Very well. This court finds the defendant Mr. Miles Edgeworth not guilty! Alright, GG, that's the end of the stream. We're all going home. There couldn't be anything else. That is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone just object? Wait. No. Edgeworth. Anyone can object. Anyone can just yell objection. Your Honor, I object to your judgment. I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's trying to say he's guilty. He's gonna tell him he was a murderer in DL6. He's gonna tell him he killed his own dad. I object to the objection. It's so, you know, if you're playing, it's just like if you're playing Magic, you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, it's once someone casts a spell, you have to counter that. And so once someone objects, you counter the objection. You counter the objection. You just keep going until someone gives up. Objection. All right, Maya. Now your turn, right? Everyone gets to object. Polly objects. Maya objects. The judge objects. Everyone objects. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Man, we're gonna undo the ruling of this case 3 times. I have had a recurring dream, a nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't a killer. From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in DL6. It was me, Your Honor. I confess my guilt. I'm guilty for the DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me! Okay, well. GG, we all win. I got him innocent. You got him guilty. We all go home happy. Defense, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. Not really sure how you should deal with this. Let's deal with it tomorrow. You're right. Let's deal with it tomorrow. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. In time, I'll consider appropriate action to take. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, right? I just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. I've been a bad boy. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is cray-cray. Nick, what are you doing? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. Nani? Just a dream, it's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. It's not like I want to be guilty, Baka. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let's begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on DL6 has run out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the beginning, didn't you? You're playing 8D chess. Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, prosecuting attorney. Miles Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I get it to work. 2 shots. 2 shots. 2 shots. That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we were about to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream, I remember to this day. That's all. Easy, dude. Easy. Oxygen in the elevator ran out. I lost my memory of the events. Same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. No. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Single gunshot. Where is it? Where is it? Check. Pop, 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 pop. 1 bullet. Wait a second. Trapped in 1 bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. There we go. Objection! Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Yes. I heard the shot and the scream, then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file! Once more! Look at this file. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. Did you enjoy? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. It's, god damn it! Look, Phoenix, this is 3 whole pages long. I refuse to read. I refuse to read any more than 1 page at a time. Look at the victim data. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Right here, on the evidence. On the evidence, I guess I have to point it backwards because I forgot I mirrored. I'm gonna have to rewrite this, that way it's backwards. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, as I am sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired. Might have been fired the day before the incident? No proof the second shot has anything to do with this incident. What? Do you have any proof? Yes. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof. Impossible. Very well, show us proof. Picture. Take that! Look at this photograph! God, I can't, how many times I gotta use this line? This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying here is Gregory Edgeworth. Hey, Miles, is this your dad? Is this your dead dad? This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photograph proves it. So, let me get this straight. The photo proves 2 shots were fired where? Show the judge the contradiction. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet, there is a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. We were doing so much better on this case than the previous case, or like the previous days, dude. They were fucking smashing this one. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Who else could that person be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Fantasies. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. Not a single clue is found on the scene. Pistol had indeed fired 2 times. Then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. The second bullet was never found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life. Not a single clue was found in the scene except for the weapon, the body, a bullet. I mean, besides those things, not a single clue was found. A bullet hole, a weapon, a body, and a bullet in the guy's chest. Besides those 4 things, not a single clue was found. Also, you know, two suspects in the same room, not a single clue. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Order. It must have been some other bullet. You know, this is the trouble. This is the problem with modern courts these days. Random bullet holes show up all the time. You never know. You never know when a bullet hole shows up. I mean, like, oh! You never know what might happen. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. It looks like I was wrong. Nick, if the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. But you said you didn't. But you said you'd do it. You get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. thought there was another person, someone who killed the firing shot. I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Alright, that's it. That's my only question. You said one question. You said one question, Your Honor. So you killed your father, though it was not your intention? I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt. Very well. Statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict of the defendant today, right here. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. It begins with an O. Objection! I object to everything! I object to this courtroom! Nick. I don't know. It must exist. What do you say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But wait, Come on, best girl, where are you? Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. Nani? Just heard proof that it did not exist. I don't know what proof means to you, but okay. It's someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. Who? The murderer. The murderer? Tell us just who is this murderer? What? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for a murder search for a bullet? Of course. I don't know. All right. I like this in-universe penalization. You had to find it because he was cautious. Why would he only take one of the 2 shots fired? All right, I guess he didn't need it. We're back to guessing. The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think about why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. I'm thinking about those 2 best parts of Best Girl. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to? What do you mean? For instance, it hit him. The bullet hit the murderer? If it hit you, you would have to take it with you, right? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? The murderer himself was shot, and they left the second bullet inside of them, thus leaving only 1 bullet at the scene of the crime? There's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni, were both unharmed. The murderer came from outside. The 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol and throws it. The pistol discharges, the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. Until you're grasping, yeah, I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There's no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident? He's right. I can't think of anyone. I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregor Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Most unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock? But he took it because he was injured. Which would mean only one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Save it for later. This is my trump card. Better save it for the right time. I'm fine, Your Honor. Shall we carry on with the trial then? No further to go. In other words, the verdict. Not yet. You have said that someone from outside was the murderer. Yet you cannot suggest anyone as a possible suspect, which means your conjecture is worthless. And will be rejected, of course. Okay, alright. Your Honor, there's a suspect, one lone suspect. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there? You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation of several months starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take a vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring a doctor to operate on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who this doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. He probably killed the man himself. Nobody's that perfect. Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! You can't pull bullets out by... Wait, what do you mean you can't pull bullets out by yourself? you fucking kidding me? You're kidding me with this shit. He wouldn't risk surgery leaving the evidence trail. So I ask you, where's that bullet now? It's unlikely he performed surgery on himself. Yeah, there's no way someone could have gotten a pair of forceps and pulled a bullet out of their shoulder or something like that. I do. There's a possibility that the bullet's still inside Von Karma. Couldn't have just pulled the bullet out with, like, pliers? There's one way to find out. Use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge the bullet's still inside you? Order! Order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. I'm allergic to metal detectors! I call for a suspension. You know? I'm okay with that. How about a 24-hour suspension? You know, until after the statute of limitations is over? 24-hour suspension? I think we can all agree to that. 24-hour suspension. It was you who said he had to end it right here, right now. But let's put Von Karma away. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you'll submit yourself to testing. What does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot! It reacted. Something's in his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there was a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. I was shot in the shoulder long before DL6. I claim that a bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Alright, let's pull it out, and let's compare it to the bullet. Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. Not I. Well, can you prove it? Can you prove the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course you can't. I do. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. I wonder. Hey, what happened to all the evidence from DL6? There were 3 of us. So someone must have tampered with the evidence from DL6. You're close, 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. Nani? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to DL6. And here's my final proof. Bulleto! That's a bullet. Where did you get that? This is a bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistics markings intact. Ballistics. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. You remember, players? Remember? All bullets fired has the same ballistics. This is a fact, and it cannot possibly be wrong. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other in his shoulder. We can analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that a bullet had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, will you let us remove the bullet from your shoulder? Then we'll compare the ballistics markings to those on this bullet. And solve the case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma. Oh. I think this is why he always snaps things with his left hand, because his right hand hurts from having a bullet in it. That would be a nice detail if that's why he always like does stuff with his left hand. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang! Bang! Well, yeah, the nervous sprite of him holding his shoulder, it's pretty obvious, because that doesn't happen until after the shoulder revelation. But I'm just talking about, like, a tiny detail from all his regular sprites. It was you who screamed. First of all, that was 15 years ago. Second of all, you were high off of no oxygen. I don't trust a single damn thing you say. Oh, Edgeworth. You and your father, my curse. Dude, get careful, you're gonna get blood everywhere. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you made this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the courtroom records. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. Lights have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. Pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. Bang! Oh, it's a pain! Horrible burning pain in my shoulder. The lights came back on. The elevator doors opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Bang! Hey, it's the same image. Don't reuse that same image from earlier. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Seriously, you already killed his father. It's been 15 years. You could have just waited a day and you would have been guilty, dude. This happens when you get greedy. Who would have thought another man would have come to open the elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now end it. Camaraderie. Camaraderie. It appears we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You're innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! Imagine shooting a guy for making you lose some fake points in court. Dude, we get penalized we've been getting penalized all this time. He just lost some fake court points. I don't know how these court points work, but apparently just court points in the Japan court system, and he just lost some Japan court points. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. Took off his gold star. No! And holds a grudge to kill his son 15 years later. Damn. For a 15-year-old plan, this is a really shitty plan. It was pretty close, though. Sure, we'd had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So, it's fine. I mean, it'd be a better memory if Mia actually showed up for more than like a quarter second at a time. I need more than 5 frames of Mia. I'm not sure how to say this. I love you. I love you, Phoenix-san. Phoenix-kun. Edgeworth-kun. Thank you, right? You're welcome. Now kiss. Sorry, I'm not good at this thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Ooh! Whoop. Amazing, pal. You pulled through like I thought you would. And never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Fuck yeah! My salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? Should take a lesson from Detective Gunshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! I feel foolish. You look foolish. That's because of your outfit. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. So, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank you very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, let bygones be bygones. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? I went back to college. Gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. It's been 1 day. I've decided to go back to college already. That's too bad. Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why? Because my girlfriend broke up to me. Hello, Lotta. You're very cute. Would you like to go on a date? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. It's Keontae. She's gone and live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy. There you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift for me in celebration. Celebration? It's Tree Fitty. Hairy Butts. You've come along too. You come along too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's a suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not please talk for prison food, right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. That's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38. $38 exactly? Nick, what's that exactly amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? No, it was you, Larry? What are you so surprised about, right? Larry was absent that day from school, right? It doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyways. And he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. Never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else is saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Right. I am surprised you didn't figure it out. Sure is an unexpected turn of events. Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you need a statute of limitations and run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean, depends on the crime. I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, don't get worked up too easily. And you get worked up too easily, too. The death sentence for both of you. If only I'd known I'd just become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. Thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in a part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might become a defense attorney after all. Ah, want to switch, right? Hey, y'all. Line up, I'll take a photo. Photo time, let's go. After all that, dinner on me. You said that twice. Detective Gumshoe took us out in town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. What? Did we all go out to eat without Edgeworth? Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? Still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to be help to you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. I mean, she could just be secretary, but sure. Goodbye? What time is it? Yeah, the first trains for the mountain have already left to the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick. So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? And here, we get a new... no, I want my new assistant, Miles Edgeworth. What? I want my tsundere assistant, Miles Edgeworth. On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we lost everything. Detective Gumshoe helped, Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless. But you're the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. I had evidence. I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Come on. A bullet. Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Thanks, Maya. Couldn't have done it without you. Now I'll give you a nice hot digging. I'll be back soon. Gonna complete my training and come back. Okay. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Da, da, da. Oh, what a cutie. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Oh, maybe this is the end. Is this the end of the first Phoenix Wright? Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Got a bad feeling about this. Objection! Aw, that is the end. That was good. That felt real good. Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Woo! Defective gums. Shoot! Then he hung his head, went right outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? I mean, we're credits are rolling, man. We got credits fucking rolling right now. Nick? Haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. She's in Hawaii right now, yeah. I need a sugar daddy, that's what I need. If anyone's open to be my sugar daddy, always know that I am always available. Who, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. True. Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney from whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know, I've been taken over management. Should you be in the area, please stop by. I mean, as far as like trials go, it's gonna be hard to beat that as a final trial. It's you. Phoenix Wright? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. He likes that quote. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, not buying it. You can't be a star in a name like Phoenix. Did you know they're finally... So someone's going around interviewing all these people. But why? But why? Sure owe that Phoenix Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know? Hate endings? Endings are fun. As long as it's a good ending. And this one deserves it. There's a fan-made musical and he sings like the scent of fresh lemons. That's cute. I got a letter from Maya. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyways? I like Penny. She's a cutie, man. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. What kind of shock for a boy my tender age. It was Will. Wait, did they not put Penny on her name? I didn't even notice. I remember, right? The lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took for everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost! For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna become famous. I like Penny. She's the cutest girl here. Victory! Haha, ghost Mia. I like that. The ghost! Hold it! Oh shit! Oh shit! Bonus episode! Oh fuck, there is another one. Alright, that's pretty great. Save. I knew it! Objection! One more episode. Wait. No! Timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's now 3 a.m. We've been streaming for over 8 hours. That seems like a pretty damn spot to take a break. For real, the last case is the best. Dude, that previous case was actually, like, really good, though. Like, I actually really liked it. I mean, like, there's a plot holes. There are a few plot holes here and there. And, of course, as always, the entire way the court system works in Phoenix Wright is ridiculous. Like, court rulings in Phoenix Wright are ridiculous. When are we doing a 24-hour stream? No, I was actually thinking of doing a 24-hour stream soon for St. Jude. So possible St. Jude 24-hour stream, maybe? I don't know. Next 24-hour stream will definitely be a charity stream. It's now May. Maybe we'll do a 24-hour stream for my birthday, too. The flaws of the court system do come up sometimes. Sometimes. It's like 3-day trials, man. Literally 3-day trials. Don't know how it works. It just does. Prepare yourself. I'm prepared. I am preparing. I am prepared. How old am I turning? Oh. I'm gonna be 28. Really long and convoluted? That's fine. We'll get through. We'll make it. Well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, great place to wrap up the night. My name's Ian Yami. I'm a full-time streamer. If this is your first time here joining us with Phoenix Wright, welcome! Really glad to have you. Blank Shades, Hamza, Asher Crasher, Rory, Fuzzy Henko. You guys are great. Thank you so much for joining me for Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright has been great. It's definitely, like, for sure, it is blowing Danganronpa out of the fucking water. Like, oh my god, it makes Danganronpa look so bad. It is destroying Danganronpa. I'm so happy we did I'm so happy we had played Danganronpa in the past and are now playing Phoenix Wright. Because if I played Phoenix Wright first and then played Danganronpa afterwards, I would just be complaining about it the entire time. I mean, I already complain about Danganronpa a lot. Just like how stupid Danganronpa is. But at least I didn't have a better game to compare it to directly. And Phoenix Wright is so much better. Oh my god, it's so good. What I'm going to do now is change it so my lightsaber doesn't make this little clack clack. I just have to like cut this up and put a little glue here. I'm gonna have this out whenever we defend from raids from now on. Like when we get raided, this will be part of our raid defense. True. The third game is one of the best in the series. Ooh, we're gonna go through the entire series, man. We're gonna go through them all, like, for sure. Because I'm enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying it. My evidence enjoys it. Some good evidence, dude.